Welcome back, fans and friends. As promised, I have the second half of the Ronin Run series. If I do find the Subaru, if I do find that RX-7 again, I will get them and then I will cover them. But the Toyota Starlet, I don't know. So I will save the picture of what the car is coming up till the last part of it before I dismantle this packaging. But like I said, I will again. These are probably still there. I might get them. I might not. I don't know. But if I do see this, I'll pick it up for sure. And so that only leaves one other car. So if you haven't guessed by now, 2022, made in Thailand, there's all the information. Mazda Motor Corporation, I like that approval number that they give you for whatever reason. There's Nissan, Toyota. Interestingly, I do not see Subaru here, Fuji Heavy Industries. Is that an oversight? Because there's a Subaru there. And I don't know what else to say. Anyway, just bring it up. I didn't notice on the last one. So I'm just bringing it up. This kind of strange. And I didn't bring this up in the last one too. Don't use it in Hot Wheel sets. They are much heavier than the cars intended to be flung at people. So they will leave a mark on your walls or on your children and or other sensitive devices. So this is the really one that picked my view interest off the shelf. It is the Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo or ZX Twin Turbo, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Hot Wheels Premium, Ronin Run, Car Culture. This is the 2 out of 5, so obviously I've covered it several times. There's the Mattel, Real Riders, Metal on Metal. And unlike the Pandem car in the back, unfortunately, the wheels are more plain. Doesn't really take anything away from it. The cabin, though, appears to be really well done. Unfortunately, it is left-hand drive, so this is the export version of the car. I do like that sunroof, the dual shade there. I am hoping it is as well done or better than... I do like that, the 300ZX there on the back. And it has a license plate name. We'll get more into that when I take it out of the package. We can see Nissan written down in the front there, so really well done. For everybody looking for a 300ZX, this is a great way to get your hands on one. The Ronin Run Car Culture. I will be opening it though, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing here. And I apologize for the rambling, but this is one of those series I might have been aware of, I might not have been, but then like I said, I saw this 300ZX. And I did the 240, a bunch of 240s from Greenlight and Hot Wheels, Mattel, their basic line. So I'm hoping this is just light years ahead of those. And so far, here we go. We'll start with the top and I'll work our way down. I'm a fan of this 4-piece top of the car, the front windshield, rear windshield, and the two side roof panels. As you can see, it is nice and easy to see. See a bit of scuffing there. That is the wiper there. It is not a mark. There's the wipers again. I didn't really cover the wipers on this one, but they're there. Not in the back, only in the front. And so, rear view mirrors. There's the for the windshield washer fluid. Nice Nissan emblem in the front. So probably one of the best features of this car, just gonna bring it up quickly, is the paneled lights. So they're not pop-up or anything, but because of the fact they use separate plastic inserts, these are not 3D painted. So it probably is a shell mounted underneath the top shell, not a shell, an insert that stretches the whole length of the car. And this is just the front part of it. Obviously that and that are the top parts, and these are the side parts. That means it's 3 piece, probably cost them a little bit more to make. It's about the same way. So they managed to cram in as much metal in this as they did in that, despite the fact that there's way more plastic. So we'll just take a closer look at that. It is, as you can see there, the reflection from things underneath it. It is not painted over, not 3D painted. Underneath is just gaps to make it look like a light. And there we have the Nissan. There's the lights. Once again, I talked about the dot matrix printer effect. Unfortunately, this car has it on either side there. You can clearly see the Nissan, but then the lights look terrible. So they did a really good job with this, a really good job with that, and then excellent, and then poorly. And there we have the multiple. It appears to be just painted over. It is not separate pieces like we've seen in earlier ones. Here's the right side of the car. Interestingly, the gas cap is on the left side. So I'm not familiar with where these are made, but usually, not all the time, Japanese domestic English cars, and Australian, Indian, and other cars made in the right-hand drive nations of the world, often their gas cap will be on the same side as where the driver are, and then the manufacturers don't switch it over when they export them. That one there is an example. Just quickly, you can see there is no gas cap on the left side, and the gas cap is there on the right side. So just saying it, some other cars will not, some will don't, but more often than not, they will obviously put it where the driver is. My opinion is they should put it where the driver is who wants to walk around, unless you enjoy if you have lots of passengers, forcing them to put you gas. Anyway, rear view mirrors, always excellent. Like I said, there is the for the windshield wiper fluids. We have the spoiler in the back. There's the gas cap on the left side. Like I said, the wheels are very plain, but better to have it plain and well done than fancy and poorly done. Spoiler, and because the lights are pretty much very simple, we can see, unfortunately, they have done a mediocre job with the 300ZX. The twin turbo is easy to read. The Nissan is easy to read, but you can see there, the 300ZX, it's like the letters are overlapped, the white with the black. So it's just, I don't know. Otherwise, the car is really well done, but then you have little things like that. So we have 300ZX. What does it say above it? I see the letters, but I cannot make it. Maybe somebody will point it out what it says. Or I will just have to start getting a magnifying glass. I'm getting old. But anyway, there's the 300ZX. And there's the twin turbo. There's the Nissan. There, unfortunately, is kind of the 300ZX, but not really. And so this is a re-release, which is surprising because I'm not too familiar with having encountered this. But then again, Nissan sports cars from the 70s, 80s, 90s is not really my thing. 300ZX would have been late 90s, early 2000s. And then R44 again. Is that a running theme where it'll say R44 on the bottom of the car, but then R45 release for the packaging? I'm not the expert. I'm just saying what it says. There's the 2 dual exhausts, so 4 mufflers, 4 exhausts, anyway, 2 mufflers. Transfer case, differential, front engine car. Obviously, there's no way they could cram the engine in the back there. But a nice red color. R44, like I said. The TT stands for twin turbo. It is not the... it probably could be for the Audi as well. But anyway, for this car, it's the Nissan 300ZX TT. Twin turbo, made in Thailand. Obviously, 2018 release. And the Hot Wheels in the middle. And so what I was saying about the black undercarriage, you can clearly see here just how much better it makes the car look. And it would have made the Pandem version of this RX-7 way better. Still, I actually think upon looking on it, I do actually really like this one as well. I don't have too many complaints, just obviously that. Done matrix printed. They fudged up these lights, and then they did really well. The clear see-through panoramic windows, rear view mirrors, the front lights, license plate, and like I said, this part here. So just going to give it its roll test, and there we have it. It is getting there quickly. So this is Thomas from Toronto presenting the Ronin Run 2 out of 5, the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo model of the car. Thanks for watching, and till the next one.